Hello, hello. I hope you guys are all having an awesome day. Whew. Got some Palo Santo up in here. A little too smoky right here. Okay. Anyway, so hope you guys are all having an awesome day. We're going to do a quick check-in. They wanted me to pull 4 of my decks. So see the messages. Messages I got before doing the tarot cards is about standing in your confidence, standing in your self-worth. So there's going to be a lot of changes and shifts coming up, probably today, over the next few days for you, or whenever you see this. And it's going to be things to empower you to kind of be more fearless, to live in this empowered, confident state of mind and this way of living where you're not worried about outside people, worried about what people say, what people think, anything like that. And Spirit really wants you to like embrace this energy. They're saying specifically your sacral and your solar plexus chakra. They're going to be doing like work on it and helping you with healing certain things. So you might be having stuff bubble up related to confidence, related to your self-esteem, related to your self-worth. Some of you guys might be having triggers that are coming up specifically to help you acknowledge and recognize these areas. For some of you, it feels like a body issue. So like something to do with your weight, or something to do with the way your body looks that you're not happy with, and Spirit is going to be bringing it up in some way to be able to help you recognize this and try to work on it and release it. And some of you, this also has to do with your own personal power, feeling like you gave away your power to somebody. So this could have been in a relationship. This could be current or this could be past. In a relationship you were in with your parent, in a current relationship you're in, and with a friendship, with a boss, I mean, literally with anybody, but they want you to know that your power is never anybody else's, it's always yours. And it's not, you know, to give away, it's for you to keep and for you to work on and for you to realize like you have this inner strength you don't even know about. So Archangel Metatron's been coming up a lot lately. I've been seeing his name just pop up everywhere. I'd actually started praying to him last week and I keep seeing his name pop up everywhere. So I'm actually wearing my Metatron cube, and it's really interesting because I feel like it was around this time last year. I was getting all of these messages when I was doing the readings, sacred geometry, sacred geometry, sacred geometry. And I had no idea what the hell they were talking about, but they kept on bringing it up to me in the readings. And so I looked it up and it was Archangel Metatron. And then was it maybe 2 weeks later, like my dad randomly bought this for me, and it's actually Metatron's cube. And then on the back, it has the energy symbol, but it's actually Metatron's cube. So Archangel Metatron is working with us. I identify him as a male. Masculine energy, but my friend actually identifies him as a feminine energy. So I guess it doesn't, you know, it's an energy, it's interchangeable, but he's going to be helping with some things that people are struggling with is what I'm hearing, and helping us with balancing chakras. So that's awesome. Okay, let's see what messages. I'm really excited. I haven't done any readings in like a few days. I'm catching up on everybody's readings today, but I've been like really tired lately and just drained, and so I don't do readings, like even if you know, it's a paid reading, I won't do them if I'm in that energy, because I want to make sure that you're getting like the good energy, you're getting stuff where it's not, you know, my own personal stuff coming into it. Or when I'm really drained, it's hard for me to channel. Not hard for me to channel, I just don't like to channel when I'm tired or when I'm drained or there's a lot of stuff going on, because I don't want the reading to be chaotic. I want it to be really like properly channeled, pure energy. I don't know how to say it. So yeah. 727. Interesting. That's my area code. And I just saw 353. And I actually have been seeing that a lot lately. So very interesting. So yeah, if you have a reading, I am working on those over the next few days, like a paid reading. Playing it safe. Oof. I'm hearing some of you guys are actually playing it safe. They're showing me like standing behind like a door or like a phone, or most of you, it looks like standing behind the door like this. Not literally, that's metaphorically. Like you're definitely playing something really safe. Like you're scared to open the door to something. Some of you, it feels like communicating with somebody, like you're scared of what can happen, what's to come, but I'm hearing like fear of rejection also. So if that's a message for you. Okay, we got deception. We're doing it like, Okay, we got deception, loss, professional assistance, the loving man, optimism, great gratitude. Damn. This feels like very sad energy, and I definitely feel like there's some type of communication thing because I've not had any itching or anything in my throat and literally just coughed. So usually that means something like that. With the deception card, what I'm getting is there's something that you're not seeing clearly. I don't get like an energy of somebody is intentionally deceiving you, somebody is intentionally lying, nothing like that. I get this more so, is there something that you're not seeing that's intentionally not being shown to you? Like, it just feels like there's like a veil in front of you that spirit doesn't want you to see something to help you with releasing certain things. So we got the loss and professional assistance. For some of you, it feels like you're going through grieving, very specifically grieving, abandonment, and rejection is what I'm hearing. Where you maybe watch somebody leave, or you left a relationship, or you left like a job or a career or something that you maybe really valued, or maybe you liked but realized wasn't best for you. But it definitely feels like something very, like a very significant change in your life where I just feel this grieving, abandonment, rejection. So there's some situation that happened where something, you either left or a person left, and it feels like you're going through like the grief stages, you're going through the feelings of rejection, feelings of abandonment, and all of these things. But you're coming out of that. You have spirit and they're guiding you on this, and they're giving you specific energy, specific messages, certain people to come into your life to help you with learning this lesson. Because I'm hearing like it's a karmic cycle, learning this cycle. Okay, so I'm getting two messages with this loving man card, and I think it's interesting because I did a reading. I haven't done a reading in a few days, but when I did do it, this card came out also. Some of you, it does feel like a relationship coming forward, and some of you, it feels like somebody that is deceptive. It doesn't necessarily feel like the right person. It almost feels like maybe spirit's going to send somebody in to test you and see, did you learn your lesson and end the cycle, or did you not? I mean, you're going to know that. You'll intuitively know that. So don't ignore the red flags. Don't ignore, the shit that you've ignored in the past. Like, you know better now. Like, you deserve more than that. You're worthy of more. Like, don't settle, that type of shit. But it feels like somebody who's going to come in, who's very like charming. It could be a woman too, but I get very masculine energy. So it feels like maybe come in very charming, maybe he's going to compliment you a lot or give you things that maybe you felt like you haven't gotten in a past relationship. This could also be a job or a friendship too, but I'm definitely getting more of a romantic sense for some of you guys, where this person's going to kind of give you things in the beginning that you were wanting from somebody else, but spirit wants you to like be really wary of this situation. Because like not everything is as it seems. And if you get some type of energy in the beginning where you're like, something's off, trust it. Okay. Like this is going to be an intuitive teaching, an intuitive thing that's going to help you with learning something and growing. The other message I'm actually getting from this is, taking care of yourself. I know it says the loving man, but this is actually you taking care of yourself and nurturing yourself, both your masculine and feminine energy. And this is you also offering yourself love and giving yourself good things. And it makes me sad because it doesn't feel like this great energy. It doesn't feel bad, but it doesn't feel like this like happy romantic energy coming in at all. And normally that's like card is very like the loving man. It's like a loving person coming in. So I find that to be really interesting. Again, use your own intuition, use your own discernment, because obviously that message will not be for everybody. And you shouldn't, push somebody away just because you watch a reading and then assume, oh my God, this person's going to be bad for me because I watched a reading with Brittany and she said that. No, use your own intuition, use your discernment. If somebody is good for you, if somebody is not good for you, does somebody, have all of the things that I'm looking for and genuinely, allow them to prove their behavior, allow their actions and words to match up and align. And if they don't, that's where communication comes in. And if they still don't, there's a disconnect and, X-nay on the open stay, whatever the fuck that saying is. All right. Yeah, wow. See, I like these last two cards. Okay, we keep getting fives, like, or decimals of 5, denominators 5, whatever the hell you want to call it. Anyway, optimism and great gratitude. So I love this. If you notice, they're both yellow cards, and these are both kind of like mindset cards. This is like seeing all of the things that you have in your life, being grateful, but really also standing like in your feminine energy and that nurturing, loving energy and giving to yourself, and also being open to receiving love as well. And with the great gratitude, what I'm getting is, one, this is being grateful for all that you have. Spirit's actually helping you with understanding why things have been happening the way they have been. And so hopefully you'll feel grateful for all of the tough times you've been through, because you'll start understanding it and you'll be grateful for the lessons and the strength that you've built. Like, I'm getting a lot of energy of strength today. Actually, I keep hearing all this tiger stuff today. Actually, I have the tiger, what's that Katy Perry song? You're going to hear me roar. I don't know, just tons and tons of empowerment energy today. So I think it's really beautiful, but it doesn't feel like that, like, fake, empowerment where I'm pissed off at this person, so fuck you, I'm going to go, be powerful. It feels like genuine, like internal power, which is great. But I'm getting, you're also getting a lot of signs, a lot of messages and signs. And some of you are getting them in your dreams. Some of you are getting them as animals, as numbers, as different things. So just pay attention to what they're sending you. Some of you, they're saying like, we're sending you messages through memes or through like, Facebook, Instagram type of accounts. So just pay attention to the messages that you are getting. I just have to see what this top card is. Sadness. And it's a 5. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of vibes in the reading. And then so after I did the last reading, I'm like 55, 55, 55. I saw something online and it said, this is the year of 5. I'm like, oh, okay. Makes sense to me. Okay, what messages do you have for us? Wow. Dreams card. Wild. So this is freeing yourself. I think it's interesting. We got the playing it safe card on the bottom, and then the wild card, which is freeing yourself, right? So we got help from above. They're helping you work toward this. They're saying they're helping you work toward seeing the light at the end of the tunnel and freedom. It feels like an emotional situation though. And we got a lot of water. So you guys could be a water sign or have water in your chart, or somebody else with the water. Tons and tons of water. Water also to me is, emotions, but it's also clearing, releasing energy and stuff. So yeah, we got help from above, unleash your creativity, dreams, and pride. So we got the teacher. We got help from above. Like, it feels very similar. It feels like Spirit is guiding you. Spirit is helping you with this situation. They want you to stand in your power. They want you to stand in your uniqueness and embrace who you are fully. Again, they want you to work on your sacral and your solar plexus chakra. So doing things that are creative, doing things that you love, really standing in your power and your worth. Oh my God, I love how I said about the tiger and then a fucking tiger card came out. I'm also the year of the tiger. So like in Chinese astrology. So that's pretty funny, but wow. So I'm getting like, it's very interesting. So with this dreams card, I'm getting some of you, this is like leaning into your dreams and knowing that you're safe and protected no matter what you're seeing. Or what you're feeling, any fears that are coming up, any ego stuff that's coming up. For some of you, it feels relationship-wise, and it doesn't feel physical, it feels energetic. It feels like energetically you're leaning on somebody to keep you safe, but you guys are both in your ego and your pride. So if you're in a relationship, this could be, if you guys are having issues in the 3D, like as humans, I guess this is probably the easiest way to say as humans, energetically you might be supporting each other, but you're like too in your pride energy to actually communicate what you're feeling, your sadness, things like that, emotions. It just feels like sadness and like emotions, but a lot of scared inner child energy and a lot of fears. For some of you, it feels like you're not physically with this person, It feels like it has to do with that lost card that we had before. This guy. It feels like this card has to do with a lot to do with this card, where you maybe had a loss in a relationship with a person. And so it feels like, one, both of you guys are dreaming about each other, like daydreaming, I mean. Well, you could be dreaming about each other also. But it also feels like you guys are somehow energetically supporting each other. You guys might be like soulmates or soul family or something. You're somehow energetically supporting each other, but there's something going on in 3D with as humans where there's some type of ego imbalance. It feels like there's like a push-pull energy. It feels like a codependency, possibly like addictive thoughts and patterns. They're not giving me a lot of clarity on what to do, but I have a feeling Spirit is guiding you with this. I have a feeling they are guiding you with this. And then they just showed me the full moon. And I just saw 555, which is about releasing and letting go. So there might be some type of change that comes forward with the full moon to helping you get clarity or understanding or releasing this. Interesting. Very interesting. All right. What do the archangels have for us? I cannot even. I love that. Like, I love when we pull cards and then we get like the same messages, or they tell me something and then it comes out again. I love that. Okay. So on the bottom, we got 7 of Raphael, and specifically what I told you guys earlier about Archangel Metatron helping you with your chakras. This is also, you're going through chakra, like calibration, I guess is what it's called. But hold on. Okay. This is a separate message. I'm going to do this one afterward. Okay, we got Queen of Raphael, the Moon, 3 of Ariel, 5 of Michael. Okay. Trustworthy psychic information. Okay, so I told you before, Spirit is guiding you, Spirit's giving you messages. This has a lot to do with that loving man card is what I'm getting. This has to do with a decision that needs to be made. Trust your intuition, trust your psychic, trust the psychic information you're getting. Like, they're saying that you have, all right, let me figure out how to say this. It's like you know things. Some of you don't even know how you know things. You just know things. And Spirit's saying, yeah, you have like abilities. You have gifts. A lot of you guys are already coming into new gifts, or you'll be expanding your gifts. You already have been, or you will be soon. And there's something to do with knowing that, being fearless with your thoughts, being fearless with the messages that are coming in and trusting them completely and knowing that they're coming from a good source. And then we have the Moon card. Face your fears and grow stronger. Listen to your intuition for accurate guidance. So you have, trustworthy psychic information. Listen to your intuition for accurate guidance. I told you that before, like, don't listen to me. Don't listen to other people necessarily, obviously. Trust your own intuition always. And I love how we got 2 cards that are coming out. This still feels like there's something that's going to be coming up for you guys where you're going to have a decision to make, or there's some type of situation that's going to happen where you're going to need to trust your intuition. And I did talk about that a few days ago. It feels like it's coming fairly soon for you guys. It might have to do with the full moon because, like I said, in that... whatever deck I just had. Yeah, this one, the help from above. They point out the full moon to me afterward, and they just, obviously, this is the full moon card. So the full moon is on the 26th, I think. And I just looked up 26. I'm pretty sure 26th or 28th or something like that. So it's in a few weeks, but there might be something to do with that. They're also showing me the animals. So yeah, you guys are getting animal signs. Trust your intuition with what those animal messages mean to you. like what thoughts come up when you see the animals. What do you think of when you see the animals? That is your guidance. You don't need to look it up online. That is somebody else's interpretation of an animal sign, not yours, okay? Okay, so some of you this is love, and some of you this is like a career related thing or some type of situation, some new type of situation you're going to be entering. So what I'm getting with this card is some of you, this is another person that is watching out for you, okay? It's somebody who's looking out for you. It feels very much like that dream card where I said, like, energetically, you guys are connected and somebody's watching out for you. Some of you, it feels like a human person is like watching your social media and looking at your picture and looking at like text messages you guys had because you inspire them. Not necessarily, it's not even a sense of they want to be with you necessarily. It's you have this strength about you that inspires them. And it makes them want to be a better person and wants them to emanate the strength that you have. And we're getting a lot about strength, right? So I'm getting that as a message, but I'm also getting this doing what, and this does talk about creativity and creative endeavors, I think. Yeah, a great personal growth in your career or artistic endeavors. So we've been getting a lot about that. I told you in the beginning, solar plexus, sacral, and sacral chakra is all about your creativity. It's about your sexual expression too, but it's also about your creativity and your drive and your passion for things that you love, right? And so this is channeling that. This is not worrying about how it's going to end, what's going to happen, worrying about the future. This is you focusing on the now. Stop worrying about the outcome, anything like that having to do with this situation, okay? If this is a romantic situation, Spirit's saying focus on you. Like, you are the most important person to you. You always should be the most important person to you. Focus on yourself. Don't worry about the situation. Everything's going to unfold the way it's supposed to. Just focus on getting into your power and your own strength, okay? I'm also getting, like, don't hold on to a person or a situation at all. Allow it to just be what it is. And if it's nothing right now, then it's nothing right now. Just let it be what it is. I do feel like the message that I got yesterday that I said about, like, do they love me? Do they care? So if you're on my Facebook or Instagram, you would have seen that. If you're not, go on there and follow, because I post a lot of spirit messages when I'm not doing videos. Whenever they pop a message to me, I post them. But I just got anxiety in my stomach as I'm about to say this. 2244. Okay. That message is partially for like the twin flame soulmate community, is holding on to another person, even though they're not there. And it's, not focusing on, does this person love me? Okay. I'm just going to give you a little personal stuff. And this way, hopefully this will help you. There's somebody I met last year. Was it? Yeah, last year. Okay. And I felt this very soul connection as soon as I met them. Really, I felt they were the first person's soul I actually felt. I had like visions about this person. I had just all kinds of things. And I kind of got suckered into the twin flame stuff too. And I actually went through that where I was like, do they love me? Do they care? And, I could feel their energy sometimes, or like I would get songs and, it would be like from their higher self or for messages and like different signs specific to this person, or the like songs I'd hear from visions I had with this person or whatever. And here's the thing is, like, I was going not crazy, but I was so focused on, are they going to come back? Do they love me? Do they care? Any of that type of shit too. And it's not about that. It's about, do you show up for yourself? Do you love yourself? Do you care about yourself? And it's like, if they're not there for you, they're not there for you. Like, it doesn't matter if they love you. Like, are they showing up for you? Like, are they giving you what you need? Are they communicating with you? Do they actually show up in your life? And the thing is, like, if they're not, then why are you holding on to them? I think we get so caught up sometimes in the spiritual community in these like terminologies and these belief systems. And sure, they do work out for some people. I'm sure they do. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you're in the same situation as somebody else or you're in the same cycle as somebody else. So it's like I've seen it before where people hold themselves back so much from things that they want, or opening themselves up to new relationships and things because they're just waiting on this person. And it's like, why are you putting your life on hold for somebody else? Like, if you're truly meant to be with somebody, you're going to be with somebody, okay? But it's also like, if you're putting that energy out to communicate with them and they're not reciprocating it, then, you know, that's your answer right there. It does not matter if they love you. It does not matter if they care. If they can't show up for you, if they can't give you what you need, if they can't be in a relationship with you, then their soul loving your soul is irrelevant to a human relationship. And I think, you know, some people probably have gotten, you know, into that like cycle or something, because Spirit wanted me to post that. They were actually pretty insistent about it for like a few hours yesterday. And I don't know, maybe somebody just needed that message who's kind of sitting in that energy. But the thing is, like, you know, we all really don't know. I would love to say that, like, you know, what everybody says is like all twin flames come together, all soulmates come together. And how do we know we don't have, you know, more than one soulmate? I don't know. Like, I really personally have no fucking idea. Do I have my belief system? Of course I do, but it doesn't mean that it's true just because I believe it, you know? So it's more so about you guys, being who you want in a relationship. So if you want somebody to show up for you in a certain way, show up that way for yourself, you know, things like that. And put yourself out there, go on dates. You know, if you're single, like, go on dates. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, don't sit around and wait for somebody. Like, why are you waiting around for somebody? I think that's really the whole message from Spirit is, why are you waiting around for somebody? Why are you holding on to this? What ifs? How do they feel? All of these things. When in reality, there's just nothing in front of you. And that's not to say, you know, if you believe you're going to be with somebody, lose faith that you're going to be with them. It's not to say that at all. It's to say, I'm going to focus on the here and now. And in the here and now, they're not showing up for me. They're not there for me. So I have no obligation to them. The only obligation I have is to myself, basically. Okay. So anyway, we got 7 of Raphael, the Empress, Page of Raphael. There's some type of decision that you guys need to make. I got this message. This one's saying time to make a decision, time to act upon your plans. And then the next one's a new emotional situation. There's definitely something coming up that's either love related, that's heart center related, that's something to do with you standing in your power, standing in your truth, standing in your worth. But we also got on the Empress card, creativity is rewarded. I've been talking about this, right? Sacral and solar plexus. This is standing in your confidence, standing in your power, doing things that are good for you, standing in your, you know, your truth, being who you authentically are in your creativity. This also says great intuitive insights. So you guys are getting a lot of intuitive messages, a lot of intuitive insights. We've gotten that from plenty of cards today. There's a lot of intuition that they're letting you know things. They're helping you. They're guiding you with these things. Some of you, this is a detox in more than one way. Some of you, this is stop fucking drinking that glass of wine to de-stress. We're having that beer to de-stress. It's not fucking helpful, okay? It doesn't help you actually release energy. It does not help you actually deal with your problems. All it does is actually add more stress and more shit in your body. This is also, you know, not using food and not using other things as a way to handle emotions, handling stress, ignoring, you know, things going on in your life. So, you know, scrolling on your phone for hours, going and watching TV for hours, like things like that. And yeah, it's okay to do it once in a while when you're just really like tired or you just really have no energy to do things. But Spirit's saying you also need to detox from this shit. You need to detox from people in your life that are not for your highest good, that don't help you, that are not supportive of you, okay? They want you to stand in your power. They want you to stand in your truth. They want you to stand there. I'm getting like the same as that optimism energy. Stand in that nurturing feminine energy where you're open to receiving, but also where you're giving to, where you're giving back to yourself, where you're loving yourself, where you're doing things that are highly beneficial for you, okay? And with the Page of Raphael, messages regarding relationships or social activities, great intuitive insight. And it does say at the beginning, a new emotional situation. There is some type of situation that's coming in that's very heart-centered. It feels like it's pretty soon, but it's going to be different for everybody. Just trust your intuition on the situation if something comes in. That's all I'm going to say about that. Just trust your intuition. You already know what's right for you. If you're having anxiety right now, there's probably a reason that that caused you anxiety, because I'm feeling it in my stomach as I said that. It's probably where you are lacking faith in trusting your intuition, but you've always known. Reflect, this is from Spirit, reflect back on times in your life where maybe you didn't make a decision for, like, that's for your highest self, but you intuitively knew it wasn't right in the beginning. Like, you knew, you know, whatever. And actually, funny, I can think back to most situations where I intuitively knew things and I chose to do them anyway. So we got the moon energy again. So yeah, definitely something very significant with the full moon. It's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes. Pack your passport. That doesn't necessarily mean literal. Okay. Temptation. Are you in denial about an unhealthy habit, perhaps one that makes you feel guilty? The fairy says you have the power to overcome temptation, whatever it's, guys. Yeah, this has to do with that detox card I was telling you. This card, it's not wanting to face or deal with certain thoughts, feelings, situations, energies, whatever it is, and stop ignoring them. Stop with the unhealthy, you know, thoughts, habits, etc., etc. Okay. Tree wisdom. The tree dryad will help you navigate through your current situation. Her flute can reveal insights and answers through the sound it makes. Go and spend some time in the trees. We got this message a few days ago, the last reading I did. There's like just a car sitting outside of my house. Oh, it's a package being delivered. I'm like, what? Okay, yeah, I guess they have like normal cars. Anyway, yeah, we got the same message the last reading I did about going outside and going outside and being amongst the trees and in nature and stuff, and you're going to be getting messages there. And then we got moon energy. Surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, the fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. There's definitely something really significant with this moon. I'm not fully sure. It feels like an insanely emotional moon that's going to happen, where there's going to be a lot of, what they're showing me is a lot of, it almost looks like a flood, like, okay, hold on. It's like, think about like ocean, like an ocean waves, right? And there was like a wall there. It's almost just like this flood of the wall is going to go down and this flood of emotions are going to come in. And all of these things that you haven't realized maybe about yourself or about your feelings about things are going to like flow the fuck in for releasing. Though it feels like a really good release. It feels like maybe it's going to come in. Ooh, I feel like I'm going to cry right now just even like channeling this. It feels like it's going to just be like a lot of emotions, a lot of releasing, just a lot of like afterwards. Something is going to, it feels like, calm down and settle afterward. And that's actually pretty awesome, because if you've been watching me and my videos for the last few months, I keep saying that I'm getting like something is going to be coming for a lot of people in February, where a lot of changes are going to be taking place. So that would make sense with the end of the January moon. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Good changes are coming your way very soon. That was like a bunch. Okay. You are beautiful, being of love and light. Okay. You are what you believe. If you want a different life, change your mind. Every fucking time I pull these cards, this keeps coming out. Just FYI, if you don't follow me on Facebook or Instagram, it's Gaia Spiritual Healing. I am going to be doing a live reading on my Facebook. I only do them on there, but I'm going to be doing a live reading hopefully in the next few days. As long as my energy stays good, I'm going to do like a live tarot reading. So if you've never been on one of them, you can jump on and either ask a question or just ask for a card. We'll see which one I'm going to do. Ask for a card and I'll pull a tarot card and whatever message I get with it. But they're usually pretty fun and I love them because they're interactive and I get to talk with everybody. And yeah, they're definitely like way higher energy than these. Okay. Good changes are coming your way very soon. I don't know why. Ever since I started doing this reading, I feel completely fucking tongue-tied. Like I've been fine all morning talking, and then for some reason I feel like tongue-tied. We must be doing some type of throat chakra or some shit, because I never am tongue-tied. Very rarely, and I feel like I can't fucking talk. Reconnect with your loved ones, family and or friends. They miss you. Get creative, paint, draw, or play some music, write a poem, song, or book. Yep. Sacral chakra, again, express gratitude for all the good people and things in your life. Absolutely. And are you needing to change things in your life that make you unhappy? Write a list of changes you want to make and start taking charge. Yes. And you can do what I did. I actually did a vision board. It was funny. My friend came over, was it yesterday or the day before? And she was like laughing. She's like, is that your dream board? And I'm like, yeah, or a vision board, whatever it's called. I didn't have any like stickers or anything cute, but I wanted to do it. Was it last week during the was it the full moon, or was it was after New Year's? I don't know, whatever. It was like a week ago or something. Or whatever, it doesn't matter, irrelevant. Anyway, I didn't have any stuff to cut out. So what I actually did was I just wrote it on a piece of paper and I just drew pictures next to it. Yeah, no, it's actually pretty funny though. So I'm not going to tell you all what's on it. It's nothing bad. It's all good stuff. Obviously, it's a vision board, what I want. But anyway, it's true. Like you should do it. And it's good to read every day to kind of focus on what you want. I have it like right in this little inlet right before my bedroom door. So I'll just glance at it and stuff like that. But I know what's on it, obviously, because I wrote it. But yeah, it's good to kind of do those things, or to have something where you can visually see it. Whether it's on your phone, on the fridge, on like a board or whatever, you know, do something where you can kind of figure out. All right. So kind of what I do when I set goals is, I look at what is it that I want. Okay. So, a lot of things that I want are not necessarily materialistic. I have one page that's like materialistic stuff. More so it's like money, and then under money, it's like, I want, you know, this, and I want this, and I want this, like, you know, the freedom to go on vacation whenever I want, and different things like that, whatever. Okay. A lot of stuff for me is more so about like being, you know, healthier. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll give that an example. Okay. So for me, it's like, everybody's like, I want to lose weight. I want to do this. Okay. So this is what I want. I want to be physically, mentally, and spiritually healthier. So how can I do that? So that's like the primary goal, right? So how can I do that? I think I talked about this last time, is walking, you know, the 2 miles, or walking a few days a week, a certain amount of miles, implementing eating like, you know, a few vegan meals a week that are, you know, natural and clean and healthy. Excuse me. When that's physically, okay. When I'm having, you know, spiritual or emotional things coming up, handling it in a way where I take time for myself, where I make sure I take that time for myself to process my emotions and do that. Whether that's meditating more, whether that's reading more, whether that's, you know, me going out in nature more, you know, things like that. So it's looking at what your primary goal is, and then how do you actually implement that? So if you want to be more, you know, calm, mentally calm, like not overthinking as much, okay, you can put different goals. So what are we overthinking about? Like, let's get fucking serious. What are we overthinking about? And then break it down more. Well, why are we overthinking about this? And, you know, kind of break it down and see, where does this start? Now, what are things I can do to interrupt that thought process when I am overthinking? Is it something I need to release, or is it something that I don't need to release and it's just the ego spiraling? And if it's the ego spiraling, okay, now when I start overthinking or I get anxious, I'm going to go walk outside. I'm going to take deep breaths. I'm going to take 15 minutes to meditate. I'm going to drink a glass of water. I'm going to go sniff some essential oils. I'm going to go take a bath, you know, things like that. That's just kind of a list of ideas. So kind of try to work on it like that. So this is the primary goal. How am I going to work on these goals? And that should help you with making changes in your life or things that you want to change. I do life coaching and stuff like that. So if you want to message me, I do also help with things like that too. But that's kind of what I do, and it works really good. And if I actually look back on what I used to release, like in full moons and stuff, I'd write things down and burn it, which I did do on New Year's. But if I look back on what it was I did like last year, I can look that pretty much all of those have been pretty good. And I've actually released a lot of things and worked on a lot of things and healed a lot of things, but it's making that effort to acknowledge what it is and what can I change in my life to handle it in a different way. So anyway, I hope that helps you guys. I hope you guys all have an amazing day, and so much love and light to you.